All right, today we are going to go on a full-blown tour of Kihei. We're going to take you down South Kihei Road and just kind of weave in and out through Kihei and try to give you the ultimate guide of Kihei. So it's going to be fun. Right now we are heading into Kihei, so we're on North Kihei Road and we're about to turn in. But this is Sugar Beach out to the side. So this whole little area, long stretch of beachfront, was about 6 miles, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's a continuous 6 mile beach, super popular for morning walks.
A lot of the canoe clubs come out from right here. You've got a couple canoe clubs here, and then you also have one around the corner that we're going to go pass by in a second. But you can see we're about to cut right into Kihei here. You can get on the highway and continue to follow around the faster way, but if you want to go see just like all of the spots, going down South Kihei Road is the way to go.
The scenic route.
That's right. We just passed by a bunch of the Sugar Beach vacation rental condos, and so if you are looking for properties and you want a vacation rental, there's only a few of those around in this little area. So these are all oceanfront condos right here. They're all vacation rentable. So and they're actually some of the more affordable ones in Kihei. So that's really good to know. So North Kihei is going to have a little bit more of a quality price tag.
Got best shave ice place in Kihei coming up here on the left, Ulalani Shave Ice.
Yeah, so I remember the first time I drove in here, saw this little farmer's market, ABC store, Sugar Beach bake shop, all the little spots that people love, but Ulalani's definitely has the best shaved ice on the island.
Got to get the mochi on the bottom and snow cap on top.
Oh yeah, I like the ice cream that they put in there.
Yeah,
was it
Rosalani's
ice cream?
Alpia.
It's so good. The macadamia nut.
It's hard to beat.
I actually took the kids there yesterday. They were they've been asking me for like the last couple of weeks. Hey, when are you gonna take us to get shaved ice? When are you gonna take us to get shaved ice again? So I caved. We went. We conquered, and I ended up eating everyone's leftovers. So it worked out.
I make my kids earn it with the surf session.
I
You gotta
like
catch
it.
3 waves if you want shaved
We
ice.
did go for a hike. We did go for a hike beforehand, but I like the earn it earn it to get it. I like that. So this North Kihei area, you've got a lot of residential single family homes like over on this left side. There's also some condos back here that you can get into for reasonable price points. So there is we're about to be up here at Kamakani. You've got behind it is, if we went like took a left, you've got South Point back there. You've got villas at Kenaleo is over here. There's several condo complexes that you can get into that are residential condos only, so not vacation rentable. So if you want that lifestyle where you're not having your neighbors come and go all the time, this is a really great area for that. Plus you've got this great walk across the street to the beach that's super easy, and people walk up and down this beachfront all the time. Also, some of the absolute best turtle watching is right here. Oh yeah, sushi spot.
Yeah, there's actually an old Hawaiian fish pond right up here, close to the neighborhood, maintained by Uncle Kimokea, and a super fun place to bring the kids. Like Brad said, lots of turtles around, and lots of history and culture. Also, the Pacific Whale Foundation has a spot here where you can learn about whales. So, lots to offer in North Kihei.
Yeah, when I first moved to Kihei, I lived right here, and we would walk this beach every morning, and you can see just dozens of turtles all the time right here at this old fishing pond. So if you're looking for a good spot to see turtles, this is it. Now we're really getting into Kihei Road. You can kind of feel it gets a little bit tighter. You'll see people walking across. Just being aware of everything around you is important down here, but it's a very relaxed, very chill. I like to think of it as just like a chill surf town. Is
Yeah,
that kind of the way you
it's got a
feel?
good vibe
I
to
feel
it.
like it's a chill little surf town vibe. And so it's one of the reasons why I love Kihei and South Maui. It just is a really chill, relaxed vibe.
One of the best beach roads around, if you ask me.
Yes. So we've got some more single family over here to the left. Again, you're going to have that typically on the left side, and on the right side of the road, ocean front, you're going to see a lot of condos, and most of these are vacation rentable. So that means you can put them on Airbnb. You can have, that property management. There's property managers all over the island that help out with that. We have lots of connections for that, if that's something that you're interested in. But a lot of people will Airbnb these out, and because you can just walk right out to the beach.
One other cool feature up here in North Kihei, one of the best sunset spots on the island, Waipualani Park, just to our right.
Let's just drive over there.
Down there, check it out.
Let's check it out.
And they actually just built out some pickleball courts, so lots of pickup pickleball games going. So people love coming down here, having a couple drinks, watching the sunset, playing some pickleball.
So I actually am playing pickleball here for the first time today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I've got my pickleball racket
Nice.
back here, and I'm ready to go. But see, this is one of the things that, if you're just driving down Kihei Road, you don't know this stuff exists if you've never been here, or you don't know what to look for. But you can see we're pulling up, and just right out there, you can see the tennis courts been converted to pickleball courts. People are already hanging out right here. You've got killer ocean views, West Maui Mountains. It's just a great spot. So this beachfront, again, you can walk up and down this thing for quite a while, and you've got a ton of space, and this is where all the pickleball games go, right here. So it's a great spot where you don't have to have a tennis club membership. So, because you can get a tennis club membership, but you don't have to have one. You can come play here.
Come play by the beach.
Come play by the beach with a view. All right, let's keep it rolling. Head back to the road. But I think that's really good to know is that there's little beach access parking lots all over the place, and I always feel like they're kind of hidden.
Yeah, they're a little bit hard to find.
If you don't know they're there, a lot of times you don't know that there's
Right.
some place to turn right there.
Don't be afraid to be adventurous and take a turn. You never know where you're going to end up.
That is right. So live your adventure today. Get out and just go for it. See what happens. You probably can't see from the camera view. You might, but you got awesome mountain views from here. So just anytime you face, I guess, west or east, every time you face east, you just get just killer mountain views. I love that about being here. If you can get the right location for a house, and you can look out one side of your window and see the ocean, and look out the other side of your window and see mountains and see the Haleakala crater and all that. It's just amazing. It's one of the most beautiful things about being here. Kihei Swap Meet. There is all kinds of vendors that come in here every single day. So that's open every day. And now we're kind of getting into more of the town part. So if we were to turn left here, you would find Safeway and Ross and all the different things. And this is a Zeka. You've got all the different shops and markets, and the gym I go to is over here. What about you, Ryan? Any special spots that you venture to right here all the time?
Yeah, Ikolu Kitchen in Izeka, one of the best restaurants in Kihei. So definitely make a point to check that out. Say hi to Chef Gina.
Nolu's too, right?
Yep,
Nolu's
is great.
Nolu's. Akamai Coffee. There's several of those throughout the island. It's a good coffee spot if you're looking for a good cup of coffee.
Yeah, Akamai's got a cool vibe. It's a great spot to hang out, start the day, business meetings.
Yep. If you want to eat, though, make sure you go to the Wailea location, because they've got the kitchen over there, and they have really great food. So these are kind of interesting right here to our left, is you've got the kind of the 2-in-1 combo. You've got the condos up top with the commercial on the first level. So that's kind of neat. So a lot of people use those, and they live above and they work below. It's kind of a cool setup. So that's pretty neat if you have that kind of desire. Those pop on the market every now and then.
Got the Kihei wood stash up here on your right for your beach fires.
Beach fires,
Big
or
old
you
pile.
know, holy poly, come grab you some wood.
So
Go
like
do a
what
little
Brad
camp
was
out.
saying, all these, anytime you take a right, there's going to be a beach access. Something really cool that Hawaii's been great with, in particular Maui, is making sure no beaches are private. So there has to be beach accesses periodically to allow everyone access to the beaches. So super nice. You can always get down to the beach.
Yep. So resorts can't say, "Hey, this is just our beach." Even the private homeowners that have amazing 30 million beachfront properties, even those beachfronts are not necessarily just theirs. So it is open. That is not part of your property. So kind of in the middle of Kihei right now. And primarily a lot of just residential. There's not a ton of stuff right here. And we're going to get into a bunch of the beach parks in a second, and that's where a lot of the action starts to really take off. Especially when you get down here to like the Cove. Cove is like a big surf spot, especially beginner surf. We do have our movie theater right here.
Back in action at long last. So this is Kalama Park here to the right. Best baseball fields on earth, man. Where else can you sit in the bleachers, watch a ball game, and see whales breaching in the background?
Yeah. So another grocery store over here, but yeah, you've got this great park. This park has a really good spot for just bringing out your kids, because there's not a lot of big, like, open playground space, and so this has a great open playground over here. You've also got a skate park, so for those skateboarders out there, there's also a roller rink, and so that's really cool. And then you've got some really killer restaurants right over here to the side. You've got some spots that have been on Food Network and different things, and then you can always see people playing volleyball out here. So lots of action is always going on right here. And then this is the Cove, where you're going to see a ton of people learning how to surf all the time. And so I would be surprised if you see many people out today at this part of the day. Actually, there's some people out there. So, but this is a great spot, and we are going to go on a detour.
Paradise is not exempt from road construction.
Yep, so we're going to cut up through here, and you're going to actually get to see a little bit of the residential stuff, just because right now South Kihei Road is like almost always, I feel like, under construction somewhere. They're like fixing, something in the street. But we've got a lot of condos right here, and then up the top, as we get up the top of this hill a little bit closer to the highway, get more into some of the neighborhoods. And we have some really great neighborhoods all throughout, I would say, like the central South Kihei area.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going up Kanani Road right now, and super close to elementary school. Great elementary school here in central Kihei, Kamali'i. Super nice neighborhoods up here. And as always, when you're in Kihei, you're minutes from the beach.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere you live around here, you can be at a beach in 5 minutes. And if you're lucky, you can walk there in 5 minutes. Or less.
What's your favorite thing about living in Kihei?
Man, I love I love the weather here, number one. I love the consistency of the weather, because you know, coming from the mainland where the weather can be so inconsistent, depending on where you live, you know, having that variable in your life that's not constantly changing.
Right.
Like, you know, like you're going to walk outside and it's going to be sunny.
You can plan a beach
you
party
know,
in 3 weeks. And
yeah,
it's
you
not gonna get rained out.
you can plan stuff in advance. You don't have to worry about like the weather like messing up your plans. You can also pretty much count that you're going to have some shade on the daily basis too. You know, we always have some cloud cover coming over Haleakala, down in McKenna area. It's typically always the cloud. We actually call it the McKenna cloud.
Right.
And so I love that, you know, we have that because it's typically in the heat of the day. So I'm like, all right, sweet. I can even get outside in the middle of the day and it's not going to crush me. So I love the weather. I love being close to the beach. So for me, being in Kihei, just having, here's the elementary school that we were talking about. These are actually some of my favorite neighborhoods right here. And you can see just how close we are to the ocean. But a lot of these homes have really amazing ocean views. But yeah, I mean, I think that's it, man. Because like, depending on where you're at on the island, you don't have just like the great beach spots every day. You know, you got to drive a ways to get to the beach in some cases, especially if you live in up country.
Right.
So that's what I love. What about you?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. The weather's beautiful here, and for people that aren't aware, you know, on how the weather works in Hawaii, every island has a windward and a leeward side. So basically, the windward side's where the weather's coming from. In Maui, that's Hana.
Right.
So that's where you get those lush tropical rainforests, and there's just a lot of rain and precipitation. Here in Kihei, we're on the leeward side of the island.
Right.
So all that weather basically runs into Haleakala and stops there. So we get those really consistent sunny days. So if you're looking for that lush tropical landscape, you got to deal with the rain. But if you want, you know, perfectly sunny weather, then you end up on the leeward side.
It's gonna be a little bit drier, but you're gonna always have sunshine.
Right. And that's what we come to Hawaii for, right?
That's right. That's right. So we made our way back around through the detour back to South Kihei Road. And as we did that, if we would have kind of drove around up north, and maybe we'll do another drive around through some of the neighborhoods later, but there was a lot of neighborhoods that were just off to the left and the right that are really awesome single family neighborhood where you can have, you know, 3-4 bedroom homes and really enjoy, like, you know, the bigger houses, the more traditional lifestyle that people are accustomed to in a home from the mainland. So those houses are great. And I would say if you're looking at price points, and single family, probably 1.1 to, you know, 2 million is going to get you into most properties in the central Kihei area. You know, you start getting into 2.2, 2.5 range the further south you get. And now we are really in more of like South Kihei. This is where I kind of consider it South Kihei. What about you?
Yeah, no, I would agree. Once you get into these cam beaches, so a really nice lineup of beaches here, Kamaole 1, 2, and 3, and you know, just beautiful beach after beautiful beach. So this is definitely kind of the beach zone, and you know, a little more tourism action going on down here.
A lot of vacation rentals right here.
Lots of vacation rentals.
Yep, and we just passed by Fred's, and I mean, Fred's, you get like, you know, the best, you know, Taco Tuesday happy hours, right? It's
right.
Like, I think he's like $3 tacos or something like that right now.
Jumbo margaritas for $6 or $7.
Yep. All right, and here we are, another awesome road closure. So we're gonna come this way. So if that road closure wasn't there, it'd actually take you straight into Wailea. But it looks like we're gonna have to kind of do a little bit of a detour today. And so maybe in a couple months we will refresh this video so you can get a straight drive all the way down. But that's okay, because now you're getting to see a little bit more what Kihei really is and what it has to offer. A lot of people drive straight down South Kihei Road and never really experience anything else outside of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of cool, and you'll find even on this road, for example, we're on Keonakai now, and we have so many nice parks in Kihei. Really cool little dog park right over here to our right. Someone even installed a frisbee golf basket, so if you want to come work on your frisbee golf putting over here, or just run your dog, and you'll find on these side roads off of South Kihei Road, lots of parks like that.
Oh yeah. A lot of people, just park by the parks, and then they'll go for their walks around them, and they'll walk down to the beach from them, and being able to like even use these streets for a workout. I see
Right.
people doing that all the time, like just using these streets to run up and down. So it's if you're going north to south on these roads, you can get quite the workout in.
Tons of open space on the east side of Pi'ilani Highway. It's all Haleakala Ranch and Uapalakua Ranch, going all the way up into Kula and Uapalakua. And more and more recently, right around in this area, we've been seeing a lot of access deer. Population's on the boom.
There is a lot of deer here, and that is something that most people do not know. But there are a ton of deer here. I actually one day saw, I'm not kidding, probably 500 deer, and it was just like the most absolutely crazy scene I'd ever seen. I'm going to go ahead and turn down this way. So we're going to go back down Kilohana, and but if we were to keep going straight, that runs you right into Wailea Gateway. This is actually the beginning of Wailea here. If we were to turn left at that light, it takes you up into Maui Meadows, which is a really cool community that a lot of people love. I'll do a drive-through of that in the future. I think that would be a cool drive-through. But right here, we've got just a lot of really beautiful neighborhoods. Ryan, you live right around this area, and I think this is
Another park.
some of the prettiest spots in South Maui are right here.
Yeah, I
in
love driving
Wailea.
down this road. It's such a great view, and in the winter months, you can see whale spouts from up here, and occasionally you can catch a whale breach. So hard to find a bad view in Kihei.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a view from your home here, you're gonna be able to see whales.
Right.
I mean, it blows my mind how many whales I was able to see this past year from the house that we moved into, and it's absolutely stunning to be able to watch nature like that. But that's something that you'll see. A lot of people have like binoculars. They'll have all kinds of different lenses and scopes sitting on their balconies. This is a little beach park set up right here because there's a parking lot here, but the actual access is right over here in between these beachfront houses. So another spot where you might not know that you have access to, but it's kind of tucked away right there. So, but this beach parking lot, great spot. One of my favorite beaches right here, Kawakaopo. Totally butchered that.
Close enough. Kiabakapu.
That's right. It's the other one down here. One of these days I'll learn them all. That's why I got guys like you that have been here forever. Teach me how to say stuff right.
Another beach access straight ahead there. So definitely not hard to get to the beach in Kihei. There's tons of beaches, great parking, lots of access, and you're never too far away from a cold beer and some good happy hour.
That's right. And this is when it really starts to get lush. You're like, what happened to the landscape? Well, you got into Wailea, and there's a lot of money in Wailea, and there's a lot of resorts in Wailea, and they keep the water sprinklers on all the time.
Entering luxury zone.
So we've got the Palms on one side. You've got residential and vacation rentals there. You've got Wailea Kihei over here to the side. It's a great spot. We've got some beautiful single-family neighborhoods up the hill here. We actually have a listing over there right now, 7.4 million, beautiful property. So Some really, really beautiful areas. I absolutely love this area. Goes right along the Wailea Blue Golf Course. It is going to be just right here to our left. And it kind of goes down this whole stretch the rest of the way down. So you can see the golf course now. And all of these properties, these condos that are kind of tucked behind all of this lush, beautiful scenery, all vacation rentals. And then there's going to be a mix-in of resorts as well. It's like the Andaz is a resort. And these neighborhoods, a lot of them are gated down here. It's gated golf course communities. Some really beautiful homes down here.
I really love this area for, as you can see, a lot of people walking. I actually do my morning jog down this road quite a bit. And it's a super fun place to ride your road bike. You can follow this road continuously for about 15 miles all the way down into McKenna, and makes for a super fun road bike ride. Really beautiful area.
Yeah, Wailea is a gorgeous area, and I absolutely love this area. This is where I live and get to call this home, and very blessed to be able to call this area home. So right to our direct right, you have the shops at Wailea, and that's where you're going to find all of your high-end designer type places. You've got some great shops over here, really good restaurants. One of my personal favorites, Manoli's, that is just super easy for my family. We walk to it all the time. And a couple of hotels, a couple of vacation rental condo resorts as well, all throughout this area. So gorgeous area, and this loops us back around to the highway that then will take us back north, back into Kihei. So this is just a really cool area. You can see the cloud potentially in the video. I don't know how great the video will show, but really great cloud coverage coming over Haleakala right now. And so when I was saying earlier, you would, if you kept going straight, you would run into Wailea Gateway. This is it right up here. And this is where Monkey Pod Kitchen is. So if you're going through like a list of favorite places to go or something like that, you'll see Monkey Pod come up quite a bit. It's a great place for cocktails and good happy hour.
Pizzas, Kihei pizzas. Yeah, Monkey Pod's a fun spot.
Yeah, good spot right there. So, and then now it loops us back around, and that will effectively end our Kihei tour today. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. We will do this again when some of this road construction is not as heavy, so we can do just a straight shot for you. But that's Kihei.